Aloe vera is a very important plant to me, and that is why you see lots of it in my garden. One way that I've been making them grow so well and thrive is by watering them at least once a day, and also applying some animal dung to it periodically, which helps it stay flourishing. I've failed severally with my aloe vera before I started getting it right. Remember, 2 years ago, I came here ranting about my aloe vera not doing so well. I uprooted them and then planted them again and started afresh. This plant has helped me in several ways, especially my Prepoo and Detangling plus treatments. Today, I share with you how to make and preserve your aloe vera for a very long time. This can be used as your leave-in conditioner, your Prepoo, or even as your detangler. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much for 2023. We can even do better this year. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dimma. Please ensure you watch this video to the end as to get all the instructions. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. To begin, grab some water in a bowl. I just want to show you an example because I've already soaked the rest in another bowl. So using this clear bowl just so you can see clearly, I soaked the aloe vera just so the yellow part can be soaked and removed so that the aloe vera will not be itchy. If you want your aloe vera not to be itchy, make sure you soak it for at least 30 minutes before you proceed. So I removed the gel. I skipped a lot of parts because I don't want to bore you in this video. You guys already know how I arrived to this. So the next thing is to pour them in your blender cup and begin to blend. You have to blend this to a very smooth and watery gel. All right, so that is exactly what I'm about to do now in the video. So I started blending. After blending, you go ahead and strain. Just because this blender is highly efficient, this blender works so well, it's crushed everything, and even when I tried straining, I didn't get anything out of it. So that's when you know that your blender is very, very good. All right, so after straining, I didn't see any pop or any chaff from it after straining. So go ahead and complete the process, and then the next thing you want to do is to start your mixing process. All right, grab another bowl, transfer the aloe vera to it. The reason why I'm using a clear bowl is just so you can see all I'm doing. If I'm using the bowl that I'm using to transfer it, you won't be able to see anything. Using xanthan gum, I'm going to be measuring out half a teaspoon into the into my beaker. Basically, I'm just going to be measuring that. When I measured out half a teaspoon, I noticed that it wasn't enough for me, so I added one more spoon to it, making it 1 tablespoon, just so you can get the measurements correctly. And it all depends on your aloe vera. Okay, if you're using plenty aloe vera, so you have to use more of that. Now that's my glycerin. We are going to be using the glycerin to dissolve the xanthan gum. All right, so I just poured that in 1 tablespoon, if I'm not mistaken, and then I began mixing. I started mixing. All right, I started mixing properly. I noticed that the one that I added was not enough, so I poured another teaspoon to it, and then I began mixing. I mixed this to make sure that the mixture is homogeneous before transferring it into our aloe vera. So what this does is just to make the aloe vera thick. So this is going to thicken the aloe vera, all right, and also make it nice for a leave-in conditioner. Guys, you can use this for your leave-in conditioner. You can just spray water on your hair to dampen your hair. And the next thing is to use this as your leave-in conditioner before sealing in all the moisture. So I stir to combine, and then I cover that up with my foil paper. So I left that on my tabletop for about 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes, this is what I have. Look how thick it is. It's already looking like an amazing leave-in conditioner, amazing consistency. Using my GeoGuard ECT, I'm going to be adding that into the aloe vera as my preservatives. I used half a teaspoon for this quantity, okay, depending on the quantity you have. This is my preservatives. I've been telling you guys about these preservatives for those of you asking me for the preservatives to use that are natural. So I transfer that into my container. This is the container that I'm going to be keeping this in. All right, so after transferring that, you don't need to store it in the fridge because you have preservatives in it. If that you don't have preservative in yours, you can store it in the refrigerator. So I labeled that aloe vera gel just so I recognize what it is, and then I placed it on my tabletop. Store in a cool, dry place. So that's basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to ask me questions in the comment section below, and also share this video with your family and friends. Give us a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next one shortly. Remain blessed. Bye.